What's up, fuckers? We're here. RWL's
Hello.
War presents the Elimination Chamber.
Yes.
I am sorry that I did
Yeah.
not go all out on the graphics. It's been a busy week. I haven't been able to make graphics for this. I apologize. But the Elimination Chamber, the last pay per view before we go to RWL is War WrestleMania. Yes. Yes. Big.
Mm.
Yeah, the energy in here is insane. All right. Good deal. So.
Ah!
Oh, there it is. Okay. All right.
Well,
Liam's here. Noble's here. Peyton's somewhat here.
No.
Noah led, unfortunately. So it's the Elimination Chamber. We're gonna go through. We're gonna read off all of our matches, everything that happened, and we gotta go in the order. Well, this is kind of inconvenient.
Is
But,
it?
well, considering who the second match is, but the first match, well, I'll let Liam do it. It's his first pay per
Hello.
view as the owner.
Yes, it is. So, yeah, welcome to RWL Presents Elimination Chamber. The match order is as follows. So, we have Julia Hart, Bianca Belair in a Hell in a Cell match, number contenders match for the MCW Women's Championship. Jeff Cobb defending the CPW State Line title against LA Knight. Then we have My Chamber to determine the number one contender to the CPW Championship at RWL WrestleMania London. And then we also have the Elimination Chamber match for the NNW Championship, I presume.
Yes, I forgot to put it.
And then also the main event, John Cena defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton for Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. Woo.
Indeed. Wow.
So enough waiting around. Let's get into the first match, which
oh
is
boy.
Noble's match. So
You're up, Noble.
Yep. It's a long freaking read, and I'm gonna tell you this: chaotic. Before the match begun, the MCW Women's Champion Jay Cargill arrived at the scene and sit next to the commentary table to inspect the Hell in the Cell match. As the
yeah.
cell, I literally put the word twice there. God's sakes. Anyway, as the cell has been lowered, the match begins with some lefts and rights from both Belair and Hart. And Belair throws Hart out of the ring uses her hair as a whip and whip Hart to the back.
Ouch.
She's already cheating.
Ouch.
God damn it.
Grabs a weapon under the ring, and guess what? It's a barbed wire table.
Wow.
Wow.
And to add the fuel to the fire, she grabs a jug of gasoline, carries it to the table, carries the table outside of the cell, puts it on the north part of the cell where the announce tables are, sets the table on fire,
Oh boy.
walks back to the ring. Walks back inside the cell as Hart connects a super kick to the chin of Belair, and the crucifix driver ends Belair 1, 2, and a kick out. Hart gets outside of the ring, grabs 2 chairs, and guess what? The sheet of glass has returned.
Uh-oh.
That shit.
It's the last time she used these 2 chairs and glass. Oh, no DQ match weeks ago from MCW. Puts the chairs up and puts the glass between the chairs like she did. Gets back in the ring as Trey blows to Belair. After that, Belair shoves Hart and goes for a spear, lifts her up, and powerbombs Hart through the glass. As Hart is covered in blood and glass shards and scratches.
Oh boy.
Jesus.
To add the chaos of the match. And this is gonna be chaotic. Belair grabs a blowtorch from the bottom of the ring.
Huh?
Crowd,
What?
What?
the crowd, like I don't know how MCW can afford a goddamn blowtorch. Anyway,
Well, they're not very expensive. Flamethrowers, on the other hand.
Yeah, we need to go over the budget here when we get a chance.
Yeah, I forgot that's now my problem.
Enjoy the debt. Anyway. Huh?
I will. It's crippling.
The crowd, with their jaws dropped, screamed like they witnessed a wrestling version of Friday the 13th or a Nightmare on Elm Street.
Great horror movies.
Legends.
Yeah, that's why I go with either of these two movies. Yep, definitely one of my fucking classics. Anyway, waits for Hart to get up, but, however, Hart low blows Belair and goes for Heartless, but Belair gets up with no hesitation. With Cargill watching, she doesn't want to lose this match at all. Meanwhile, Bianca throws Julia at the cell as the wall completely broke off. And then Belair scales the cell as she climbs up with the blowtorch in hand.
Crazy.
Julia Hart follows her from behind. As they reach to the top of the cell, Belair did the unthinkable. She turns on the blowtorch and sets Julia Hart on fire.
What?
Holy fuck.
However, it doesn't phase Hart at all.
Say what?
So,
Wait, what?
yeah, because Julia Hart is a creepy, creepy bitch.
By the way, I just want to point out before you continue reading that a fire truck just went by my apartment as you were doing that with the alarm going on. Anyway, continue.
Dramatic irony.
Because the Julia Hart is a creepy bitch. That's why she never gets phased at anything. Don't even blame me. Jesus, mother. So Bianca did a military press slam. Then they KO'd on the top of the cell. Ends on top of the cell. 1, 2, but Hart did the same thing. What she has done from last week on MCW. Rises up from the dead with burn marks on her ring gear and an angry face showing. Bianca's fears has come. Hart grabs Belair's throat, walks to the edge of the cell, looks at the fiery barbed wire table, smirks as she connects a crucifix driver as both women crash through the barbed wire table and barbed wire stuck on them with more burns from their ring gear and skin as well.
Yikes.
As the RWL and MCW faithful screamed and chant, "Holy shit," almost 10 times and realize, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, what the fuck is happening?
Indeed, that is scary.
Finally, as Hart gets up, drags Bianca's bloody carcass to the ring, does old school and does her submission heartless again, and this time Bianca has no answer to move after the effects of crashing to the fiery barbed wire table as she has no choice but to pass out. With the smell of smoke into her nostrils hits her, she is motionless. Ladies and gentlemen,
Wow.
at RWL WrestleMania London, it will be Joy Hart versus Jade Cargill for the MCW Women's Championship. Both
Insane.
Cargill Cargill and a bloodied, beaten up, and victorious Julia Hart stand face to face, 1-1, and at 1-on-1, as they present a preview for what's to come for WrestleMania.
Whoa.
So I have a question for you, Noble.
Is it a good or a bad question?
No, just answer my question. What the fuck? uh, you want to talk about overkill? I think you submitted the plane. Holy shit!
Yeah, Bianca Belair doesn't get written off for some time after that. I'm going to be like asking some serious questions.
My question is how the fuck does Hart get set on fire, doesn't get phased, then still win?
Spooky bitch shenanigans.
Don't ask me. Like,
I
Julia
am
is a
asking you. You're the
creepy
one that wrote the
bitch.
fucking thing.
Like,
God damn
Julia
it!
is a creepy bitch.
But
Julia's a creepy bitch. Honestly.
I mean,
Like,
I'm proud of you for writing something so detailed, but the entire time I'm sitting here like, how the fuck? like,
like, like, like, if you want to start a match, if you want to start a paper with a bang, I give you this. Like, I get it's overkill, but come on. Like, it is overkill,
bang,
honestly,
a bang! It was a
how
whole
I typed it.
it was a whole fucking firing squad. Holy shit! Jesus Christ.
Yes,
Yeah.
the fire table, the fiery barbed wire table, blowtorch, yada yada yada, and gasoline. Like Jesus Christ, like
My question is how much of the budget do we have left? Because we might not even have enough for Wembley now. Jesus, shit.
I'll pull some strings.
Well, gotta take a pay cut.
Well, no, I ain't no TKO guy, but trust me.
Gotta take a
I ain't asking
50%.
nobody to take pay cuts. I think after that, I think both Belair and Hart are getting bonuses.
They fucking better.
Peyton, to answer your question, Julia's a creepy bitch. Anyway,
Well, speaking of Peyton, his match is up next, and it's for the State Line Championship. Do you want us to read it, Peyton, or do you want you to?
Okay.
You want to read it, or?
Okay. I'll read it. Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. LA Knight makes his way to the ring first, to the cheers of the crowd in Chicago, followed by Taking It All, aka Solo Sikoa's theme, playing as Jeff Cobb will come out alone, as he told Solo and Samoa Joe before the match that he has got this. The referee holds the title high, gives it the timekeeper's area, and calls for the bell. Knight and Cobb waste no time as they start to rally with forearm strikes. Cobb will push Knight away as he charges to the turnbuckle and does some shoulder thrust to Knight. Knight would then slip away from the fifth shoulder thrust and hit sharp strikes, and there's a short comeback with a net breaker. Then Cobb would absorb most of Knight's offense and does a power slam to the mat and hit a standing moonsault as he covers Knight 1-2. Knight would kick out at 2. As Cobb would get him up, but Knight would start another rally, dodging a suplex, connects with a DDT, followed by an elbow drop. He would await for Cobb to get up before sending a BFT, but Cobb powers out, Irishing Knight to the right turnbuckle and hitting a splash. He then hoists Knight to the top rope, but Knight would strike with elbows to Cobb's head, setting him down on the ground. Knight would do this signature taunt as he would dive for the Megastar elbow. The Cobb will catch him midair and connects with a devastating overhead suplex. Cobb then stalks Knight and lifts him up to connect with the Tour of the Islands and covers him. 1, 2. Knight will kick out right at 2.99, recurring, as Cobb couldn't believe it, slamming his hand on the mat. He would await for Knight to rise for a second Tour of the Islands, but Knight would try to make one final comeback before Cobb connects with the final Tour of the Islands as he covers Knight. 1, 2, 3. Jeff Cobb will retain the State Line Championship as he places his foot overnight, raising his title high in celebration. Who, I mean, who can stop Jeffrey Cobb?
Yes, that's
Great
who.
question. I don't know. I guess
Wait,
we'll
I
find it
also
out in due time.
I also just realized something.
Yeah,
Did the Royal Rumble winners ever say who they're going? Oh wait, they have to tell me. Wait, they have to tell us after this.
I guess they do. Yeah. So it means
Yeah,
we have to. What? It was Kofi Kingston
it was Kofi Kingston won,
on MCW. Yeah,
and then
and I think Elena Black was the other. I think.
yeah,
So I guess we'll find out.
just remember. Hmm, When writing your shows next week. Yeah, sorry, I don't know why that who you saying who. It was like, wait a minute, that reminded me of something.
Yeah, I was just doing that for fun. So
Yeah, but this was a good match. Not gonna lie, it was a very good match. All will be revealed. Yeah, you need to let
painters
us
all will
know
be.
if it's gonna be your guys. We need to know because we gotta tell other shows here, Peyton. Just saying. Anyway,
Indeed, yeah, that we do. Uh, we'll move on to my match next
yes,
because
your
that is
chamber.
what is next. So, welcome to the ECPW Elimination Chamber match. Woohoo! The winner of this
Yeah.
match will become the number contender to the ECPW Championship at RWL WrestleMania London, which of course that title is held by the ring general Gunther. So, following the conclusion of Cobb versus Knight, the Elimination Chamber's lowers for the first time in the evening. Konosuke Takeshita enters first, with the Alpha set to enter one of the four pods inside the structure. Next to enter is the Golden Star, Kota Ibushi, also set to enter another one of the four pods, is what I meant to write, inside. He defeated Nick Aldis to qualify for this very match. Third to enter and to take the penultimate pod, plus also one taking one. Okay, apparently I couldn't write this morning. Taking one of the mystery spots in this match is Katsuyori Shibata, who had a different, more stiff element to the match.
Yeah.
Next, to take the fourth and final pod, the lights go down and a rock beat starts playing. The fans in the arena pop as the words "Big Bad Body Slam Your Dad" appear on the Tron
Oh my
before
god.
revealing the name Will Cruz, who has arrived in the RWO and is officially signed to ECPW. The second mystery competitor in the match, the big man roars into the night sky as he peers before making his way into his pod, staring Ibushi, Shibata, and Takeshita down before walking into it.
Oh
So,
my god.
debut. Yep.
You better
Set to
fucking
start the
win.
match, the third and final mystery spot is the Mad Dragon Ilya Dragunov. He conducts his orchestra as he makes his way into the structure before staring each and every man down in a pod. He completes his entrance, pointing to the hard camera after climbing the chain link wall.
Uh-oh.
The last man to enter the chamber is Will Ospreay, who will start the match off against Dragunov. He climbs to the top of Cruz's pod, peacocking as the Ospreay chants ring out around the arena, putting his arms out. The aerial assassin gets down off the pod into the ring, and he and the Mad Dragon go face to face before the opening bell, shake hands, and back up to opposite corners.
Now this is a pay-per-view match
Dragunov
right
and
here.
Ospreay. Sorry, what?
I said now this is a pay-per-view match right here. Just these two. Osprey and
Maybe one day that will be a happening. Who knows? We'll find out. Um, Dragunov and Ospreay start flying out the blocks, trading strikes, and going sequence for sequence, ending with Dragunov with a Dragunov UFO bomb, countering an Ospreay springboard runner attempt for a near fall. Shibata enters out of a pod first, slowing things down, taking both men down with suplexes, and starts to light them both up with chest kicks, two PKs, and a near fall on each man. Ibushi enters out of a pod next and immediately turns the match up to 11, doing a springboard onto all three men below off the top of his own pod. I don't know. I think I meant to say he just does a dive or some shit. The Golden Star and Dragonov break off to the outside, trading blows before the Mad Dragon nails a torpedo Moscow, but he can't capitalize with the cover due to exhaustion. Whale Cruise enters next and makes an instant impact, driving each man currently in the match individually into the chamber walls and through the empty pods. He eliminates Shibata after a Turkish dishwasher for a 3 count, which is like a twisting tombstone or something. You should see it. It's
Yeah.
fucking nuts.
It's insane.
Yeah. Takeshita enters next, which sees he and Cruz enter into a strike exchange and going move for move for several minutes. But the big man wins it in the end after delivering a cruise control, which is a power bomb into a car. After catching him off the top rope, and he eliminates the Alpha. This leaves Ibushi, Dragunov, and Osprey at the mercy of the debutant, with all 3 men failing to capitalize on him after all their efforts to triple team him. Cruz goes up to the top and delivers a moonsault to Ibushi, which eliminates the Golden Star. Dragunov and Osprey are the last 2 with Cruz inside the structure, and after each man delivers a series of attacks to him to drop him down to size, a hidden blade and H-bomb combo eventually ends the big Englishman's impressive debut. Osprey and Dragunov have a mini match at the end, which sees both men go near fall for near fall after a series of impressive moves. Osprey delivers a massive off-cutter off the top of the pod, and after writhing in pain for a bit, the Stormbreaker, he delivers it and eliminates the Mad Dragon, which means Will Osprey will go to RWL WrestleMania to challenge Gunther for the ECW Championship. And speaking of Gunther, after the match, as the structure raises and Osprey is celebrating, Gunther makes his way into the ring and the 2 stare down, teasing their match for the show of shows.
Holy shit.
Yes.
I loved it.
Thank you.
You had Cruz going on a fucking roll. I loved it.
Well, the thing is, I was like, I didn't know whether to make him like come out the pod last with all the other guys just doing their own thing, and then he just walks in and they're like, "Oh shit." Yeah, I'm a lucky bastard for signing, but I said it earlier. Too late. You were too slow. I went and got him right away because I was like, this was my plan all along. I was like, I'm bringing Will Cruz in the chamber, and he's gonna absolutely tear the fucking thing apart.
I'm not gonna lie. The minute I saw the question marks, I was like, "Oh no, okay, he's gonna do something crazy here." And then
Two
what?
roster
What? what
spots that two roster members were part of those spots. I had that in mind already, but I was like, one of those, I'm going to make a big impact. And who bigger than Will Cruz?
Yeah, I kind of like that honestly here. Admiral Cruz here, that new guy from the real life NXT roster. I mean, yeah,
I know it's
in
called
terms
Mason
of,
Rook in real life, but I want to keep his old name because his old name is way better.
Yes.
yep,
So yeah, I got him, and as I said, the plan was literally just to have him tear everything apart. That he did. He still looks strong in defeat, I think, in my opinion. You know,
But we're getting the match of all matches here. We're getting Osprey versus Gunther at
in one of
RWL
the
Mania.
big matches. Yes.
Well, speaking of big matches, guess what match is up next?
It's another
and
elimination chamber.
Which is why I'm wondering why you said the pod raised. God damn it!
It's okay.
now I'm
They can lower it off the advertisement for the spectacle of it.
gonna lower it again. God damn it!
So yes, for the NNW Championship, if I remember
Yes.
correctly,
This match will see Pete Dunne taking on Christian Cage, taking on Eddie Guerrero, taking on Orange Cassidy, taking on Mr. Money in the Bank, Kenny Omega, and a mystery person. Where the hell's my match here? Of course, I fucking skipped over it. All right, so the chamber lowers, with everyone questioning who will be the questionable 6th man to enter. As the first 3 enter the chambers, which of course one of them is Kenny himself. He's the first one to come out and enter a pod. He's all cocky. He's like, haha, I still got this. Then Eddie comes out. Fans are cheering loud for Eddie. Pete Dunne comes out with Wesley Webb. Of course, Webb's hanging around on the outside like an asshole. Once again.
Yep.
But then, all of a sudden, I say, hold up a second. And then I come out, and of course, I'm all happy and I'm excited to see everyone. I'm like, I'm sorry I'm late getting here. I had to pick up the final man for the chamber, and he wants you to know whose house? And then,
Swerve's house.
yeah, and then Swerve is back, baby. Yeah, there's our mystery man.
Yes, sir.
And he is fucking pissed.
I bet.
He wants the belt back. Well, he enters the pod. Before he enters the pod, he's staring down Kenny. Him and Kenny have a little bit of a stare down. Before he gets in his pod. And then the first two to start off is going to be Orange and Christian. So the way I had this was Orange. I had Orange and Eddie pretty much get rid of Christian, sadly. Then Eddie would roll up Orange. Orange didn't kick out in time, so it was Eddie. Then Pete Dunne entered. Pete Dunne would make, unfortunately, quick work of Eddie. And then, of course, he's sitting there kind of watching the lights, who's going to enter next. It would be Kenny Omega that would enter next. Him and Dunne would put on a barn burner until Kenny, unfortunately, would use the briefcase because he brought it into the chamber with him. Um, he would hit Dunne with it. Webb is freaking out on the outside like this is bullshit. He shouldn't be having that. Unfortunately, Dunne got pinned by that. So then the final pod opens and then it's Swerve and it's Kenny standing in there. And these two would put on just a banger of a match in the chamber. Ultimately, what I had happening was Kenny would get distracted. He's sitting there flaunting, ha, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna not only be champion, but also have the money in the bank. He's kind of showboating. Yeah, Swerve would fuck him up from there. Swerve would hit his moves until finally he would hit his finisher, which I don't have fucking written down. God damn it. What's his move? His move is something.
Which one? There's either the JML driver, there's the swerve stomp, there's the house call.
The Swerve Stomp. That's what it was. The Swerve Stomp. He would hit that, and then, of course, he would pin Kenny. Swerve is once again our champion. Thank God. Everyone starts cheering. Everyone's applauding. It's a big deal. Not everyone can believe what they just saw. And then all of a sudden, Kenny would attack Swerve from behind, would hit him with the Money in the Bank briefcase. And it looked like Kenny was like, you want to what? Screw this. I'm going to attempt to cash this in. But then, all of a sudden, This Fire Burns starts playing. And look who's back. It's Punk. And Punk and Kenny get into a fucking huge brawl. Punk stops Kenny from cashing in. What could this mean? And I have breaking news. I will be kicking off the next NNW to explain what's going to happen with not only Kenny, but Punk and Swerve and RWL WrestleMania. Stay tuned.
Sick.
Yeah.
I really like the sound of all the match. I really do. Sounds like it was a fun little contest. I know you obviously didn't have time to write down anything properly, and that's okay.
I know
But
I'm
the
pissed.
fact you've sort of painted a picture of it for us there really helps. And yes, as I said, it sounds like a really good match. I'm very excited by, well, Swerve, for instance, being a two-time NNW World Champion. That's great. And obviously the scene going into it is like Kenny's got the briefcase. Is he going to be forced to cash it in ahead of time? Does CM Punk want to inject himself into that picture also? Or is his beef just solely with Kenny? So
Ooh, big,
It's a lot of interesting questions.
big things are coming. Trust me. All I can say is you need to watch the next RWL's War because trust me, you don't want to miss what's gonna happen leading up to RWL WrestleMania. But we need to talk about the big match.
The main event of the evening: John Cena defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton. So, Randy Orton makes his entrance first to allow crowd chanting his name. He's then followed by the champion, John Cena, who comes out with Roman Reigns despite what happened on Raw. And the match starts with both men doing a collar and elbow tie-up, and Orton gets the upper hand and pushes Cena down. Orton takes full control of the match with strikes, scoop slams, and a lot of taunting. Roman Reigns gets up on the apron to distract Randy, and this allows Cena to get a clothesline in, and then Cena turns to Roman and tells him to get down here. To get down, and he does so slowly. Cena now has control and is setting up for an attitude adjustment to Orton, who counters it into an RKO. As Orton goes for the pin, Roman distracts the referee and Orton is fuming as he punches Roman down to the ground. Cena takes advantage of this and starts punching Orton as the referee tries to get Cena off Randy. Roman gets a chair, but out of nowhere, Cody Rhodes appears and attacks Roman Reigns. Cena looks at Reigns and is mad that the plan has been ruined.
That son of a bitch.
That blonde son of a bitch. Orton throws Cena into the corner and charges towards him, but Cena pulls the referee in front of him, and this allows Cena to use the chair. He hits Orton countless times with the chair, then puts him in an STF, which Orton taps, but there's no referee to call for the bell, and Cena is once again fuming, livid, aggravated. You name it, he's all the things. As Cena tries to wake the referee up, Cody enters the ring and hits Cena with 3 crossroads, then throws him over to Randy to hit an RKO. Cody wakes up the referee and he counts 1, 2. But Roman pulls Randy Orton out of the ring.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Now Roman is stuck with Cody and Randy in the ring. Okay, Roman is now stuck with Cody and Randy in the ring. Cena is down. They start beating Roman up, and as they pick him up, Cena starts to get up. So Cody goes after him, but Roman manages to get free from Randy and charges towards Cody, who pulls Cena in front of Roman. Spears John Cena.
Oh my god, they did it again.
Cody throws Roman out, wakes up the referee. Randy goes into the pin. 1, 2. Cena kicks out at the last possible second.
Holy shit.
The ending comes after Roman and Cody have been fighting on the outside. Both men are out of the match. Cena gets hit with a vintage Randy Orton draping DDT. Randy is looking for a punk kick as Cena struggles to his feet with all the tension with him and Roman. You can tell they don't trust each other anymore, but Roman still manages to give Cena some brass knuckles. And Cena hides them. Then Roman gets on the apron as Randy goes for the punk kick with the referee distracted. With the referee distracted, Cena punches Orton with the brass knuckles. Roman takes out Cody. Cena hits Orton with 2 attitude adjustments and goes into the pin. 1, 2, 3.
Boo! What the fuck?
John Cena retains the World Heavyweight Championship thanks to Roman Reigns. As both are in the ring, you can still see the trust is gone now, and now they don't seem on the same page. And Cena asks Roman why he did still help him, and Roman says he'll find out soon enough. Cena gets his hand raised, and Roman stands back and lets Cena have his moment for now. And just before the show goes off the air, a camera shows Dolph Ziggler down backstage, and Dominic Mysterio laughing and clapping on the screen towards Cena. Clearly, he is giving the champions some warnings. The show ends with Cena standing tall over Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes down on the outside, Roman Reigns staring a hole into John Cena, and Dominic getting the last laugh on Ziggler and Cena.
Holy shit.
So yeah, John Cena is still your world heavyweight champion on Raw, but clearly Roman Reigns has some gripes with his partner, so to speak.
But Dominic
Oh
Mysterio
yeah.
at the end here.
Well, he's got his little like Money in the Bank briefcase, so he's just lurking, and he waiting for the right time to strike,
One wrong move.
like the coward he is.
Dominic Mysterio, that ungrateful prick.
Indeed.
If you're Dominic, though, do you really want to cash in on either Cena or Roman? I mean, it's going to end badly
I
for
mean,
him.
no. I mean, Dolph Ziggler's the Intercontinental Champion currently. John Cena's World Heavyweight Champion, but when John Cena's got the World Heavyweight Champion, and even though the trust between him and Roman seems to be gone, perhaps Roman will still try his best to help Jonathan, but it depends. I don't really know. Apparently, there's some issues they need solving there by the looks of things.
Issues. I think these two are going to have a fucking fight, is what I think. I think they're going to beat the. Cena's like, you got to quit spearing me, dude.
Indeed, it's like
Fucking
getting a bit
asshole.
crazy now. It's getting pulled in front of them every single time now.
He keeps spearing me. I'm sick of it.
Like, really starting to piss me off.
This is some bullshit. John, relax. No.
I keep getting pulled in front of spears that I should not be getting hit with.
Aren't you the guys that are in charge? What the fuck?
It was
All
not
right.
my fault you don't know how to move.
Yes, it is.
Pack it up, John, you're old.
What'd you say to me? Anyway. All right. So that was the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Unless anyone has some breaking news, we're now on the road to the RWL's War WrestleMania, which means we're back to regular shows, which means
Here we come, Wembley.
we're going to be heading to Wembley here soon, which is fun, fun, fun. But before we do that, we have to spin, spin, spin.
Oh
See,
boy.
Indeed we do.
you see what I did there? See what I did there? Uh,
I do, yes.
so we have a wheel,
A wheel.
and I forgot what number we landed on last time because I think I still have to get it off the wheel.
It was number 4.
Oh, well, number 4 is already
Yeah,
off. Okay, all right,
yeah,
good
which
deal.
is Team Cursed.
Hey, listen, they have tag titles now, all right? Um,
On NW.
fucking A. Uh,
Fucking Danhausen and somebody.
all right, let's spin the wheel.
Mr. Garner.
Oh no.
Number
What's 5?
Oh, it's number
5.
5.
Love Story.
Oh,
Oh
my god.
GMs must book a love storyline, one of their male and female stars on the show. They can form a mixed tag team or even a faction with this option.
no! Oh, for fuck's sake! We eventually talk about when we gonna land number 5, and well, we literally land on that goddamn thing here. Fuck's sake!
I'm gonna leave this in the hands of the GMs. This should be interesting.
Fuck's
Uh,
sake!
I just fired. It was that bad.
Fuck's sake, man!
I mean, I already have a love story on NNW. I got Punk and AJ, but I'll come up with a different one.
I mean, good for you.
This is gonna be the funniest shit. Uh,
Son of a bitch. Oh my god.
this is gonna be a hard one for me. Yeah, you need to look at your roster there, Sunshine. You want to what, Peyton? I already know your power couple. Nikita Lyons and Adam Cole. There you go. Boom. Done.
Ugh.
Listen, the two people whose ass he sucks off. I mean, come on. So again, I apologize that we didn't get the graphics done. I apologize. That's on my end. Um, a fucking love story though. This is gonna be interesting. Let's see how creative you boys get.
Yeah, this is gonna be hard for me because it's not gonna be easy.
The worst part is I'm already looking at my roster. This is gonna be so fun. Wait, what do you mean it's gonna be hard for you, Noble? I know a love story you can do.
This is some Vince McMahon bullshit, let me tell you.
Listen, you got Ric Flair.
What?
You can put him in any love story.
Just don't do it with someone who's like really younger than him, because that'd just be so weird.
I am not gonna do a fucking love story with Ric Flair and someone else on my woman roster. You can literally no.
What's your last name, Nightingale? Uh oh. Oh God. All right, you could do El Grande Americano and when you fucking start.
I've totally got a couple of my shows where I've got Michael Oaker and a mirror, but yeah, I'll do a different one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have AJ and Punk, but I want to do something funny. Oh, Danhausen, I need
Oh
you.
god.
Oh no! Danhausen in love
Who
story.
is Danhausen
Oh,
going to be falling in love with? Yeah.
what is Danhausen gonna fall in love with?
Hi,
Hi,
Lita.
Roxanne Perez.
Hi, Lita.
Oh, yeah, that works. She seems like she'd be into that. I don't know.
Oh, this is going to be fucking hilarious to fucking do for
Oh my God,
2025.
Paige, and Danhausen. There we go. Okay.
Oh
Oh
my
no!
goodness me.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh God,
Oh, oh
can I
no!
do Buddy Matthews and Root? No, I'm not gonna do that. That's too easy.
that's too easy. No.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Trust me,
Oh,
if I want to go the easy route, I would do Punk and AJ. But
I only
oh,
think of something here.
oh, what?
I'm literally looking at my roster right now, and I'm like, who the fuck am I gonna do it with?
Wait, Noble, who do you
Oh
got in
no!
mind? Who do you got in mind? I
Do I have
want to
any?
know.
Oh
Oh
no!
my god, no! Oh, I don't know why I was thinking that. No, I'm not doing that. No, absolutely no. Wait, no.
All right.
I was fucking thinking. Oh my goodness! This might be a stupid thing in my mind here. Was gonna have El Grande Americano and freaking Americano and freaking. Oh my goodness! Americano and Nightingale.
Oh God.
Oh wow, that's very well. Okay.
Well, wait a minute. Which El Grande does he have? Wait a minute. Hold on. This could work. Hold on.
Yeah, for some reason I was thinking Harley Cameron and Grado. I don't know why.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Do it. Please. Please.
Okay.
I can't wait to
I
see
mean, they're both
who
kind of
Led's.
weirdos, so
I can't wait to see who Led's gonna pick.
Oh my god!
Okay, we're just jabbing now. But all right, so um, yeah. So the next time we go live, we'll be on the 26th. Everyone hear that? 26, which means you got 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yes.
And of course, you do something with Anna J. You fucking.
What'd he do?
I'm talking
No, he
about
didn't.
Payne. Payne said I could do something with Anna J. Maybe.
No.
What? Because fat ass, bad attitude. Yeah. Okay.
Veto.
No, let's not go across any lines that are going to get us taken off YouTube. Okay, that's one thing I will say.
You want what? Do our truth and Mandy Rose. There you go. Boom. Done. All right. All right. Um.
Oh god!
Yeah.
Oh, true, Andy Rose. Yes, that would be pure entertainment money right there.
I'm gonna get in so much trouble for that one. Okay, so uh, if only you knew why I said that. Anyway, all right. So this has been the RWL's War. Like I said, the 26th is when we'll be live again. We'll be back with our normal shows. Um, what did I say? Was it another 2 weeks and then RWL's War
Weeks and then,
Mania? Or are we
yeah,
doing? Do we want to add an extra week to build it up stuff, or are we just saying fuck it?
I think we could add an extra week.
Yeah, I think we should add an extra week.
So you guys want to do three
So
weeks and then?
yeah,
All right.
let the
Yep.
heat build.
No, we're not doing 4 weeks. We'll never get it
Yeah,
done.
fuck your pay.
No, we're not doing 4 weeks of shows. By the time it'll be like by the end, it'll be the end of summer by the time we get to WrestleMania.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Because it takes us 2 weeks to write these things, and then
what do you mean we were on? No, Peyton, genius. What I'm saying is in RWL, not. Oh my god. So 3 weeks of shows and then the big show. So it's like we're still doing every other week.
yeah, still want to every 2 weeks for an actual podcast episode of RWL. But yes, we're doing 3 shows, writing 3 shows. So got basically another 6 weeks, and then another 2 weeks after that. He's me.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we'll just do that. All right. So like I said, next time we go live will be the 26th. We'll go live for that with our regular shows. See how everyone reacts to this. The Royal Rumble winners, they need to let us know. Quite possibly when we get done with this. Probably when I hit end
Yeah, maybe
stream, they're gonna
perhaps
have to
make
let
their
us know.
choices clear on these shows you're about to write. Perhaps. I'm not saying you have to, but I'm just saying think about it.
Well, that and plus it would be great to know so that way these guys can plan ahead for whoever they're picking. Just saying.
Indeed. And also take into account what matches have already been made official for certain things. So
I'm,
any championships.
I'm just saying, because we already have some matches announced. So if you're gonna fucking interfere in them now, we need to know now so we
Yeah,
can rewrite them.
Peyton, you said I was going to do that for my show, but I'll DM you. He means you, Radio. But it's like I'm the owner now, so you should technically be DMing me
Yeah, I was gonna say you should be DMing Liam too, but it's good to let me know as well, just in case.
for graphic stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So now we're heading towards RWO as well as WrestleMania. Make sure you folks tune in. Make sure you guys check out the Wrestler podcast tonight. We didn't go live last night. We'll be live tonight. Lot to talk about. Lots to talk about. Because I am so
Indeed.
fucking confused. It's not even funny. Uh
Okay.
let's just say a lot of gingerbread man talk. We'll be talking about that.
Okay.
Seriously, they held a funeral for a gingerbread. Anyway, this has been the RW's War. We'll see you guys then.